Yo, yo. What's happening, peoples? What's happening? What's happening? We might have some news today. Finally. How's everyone doing this morning? Hope everyone's good this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you're at. Let's get it cracking. We might actually have some CPI today. Can you imagine? It's been about time. It's been a minute, right? It's been a minute since we've had some real news, and we should have PMIs today as well. So this definitely wasn't here last week. CPI definitely wasn't here because I update my journal on a weekly basis. So every Sunday I prep for the week ahead every Sunday, and I make a note of when all the news is. CPI was not here. So, I mean, it's an important bit of news, you know, and it does determine what the feds are planning to do next week. So we kind of need CPI data to come out, don't we? Very important to the US economy. Who's in the chat? Benny, Rosie, happy CPI day. Echo, afternoon. Yes, so yes. Let's get it. Hold on one sec. All right. So CPI at 130 and PMIs at 245. So hopefully, you know, I might stay on for both lots of news depending on how CPI goes. But CPI is expected to have gone up. So inflation has risen to 3.1%. Looks like it might be going in the same way as the pound inflation, Gbpjpy inflation, which is not great. But if it's higher, if inflation is higher, then we might see some more gold sales. If it comes out lower, then I think we see some gold buys. Let's see what market's saying. So market is saying, let's go economic today. Lower. So here we go, CPI, 50 minutes. So give me one sec. There we go. All right. Yeah, so CPI, USD CPI. I like to look at the year on year. Oh, sorry, it's already up. So 130 GMT or 830. And then we have, so the forecast is 3.10. So they're expecting it to come out same. And impact, so higher than forecast, gold sells. Lower than forecast, gold buys. So pretty much the same thing that I was saying. Yeah, I mean, the fundamentals are pretty simple. You have the feds potentially reducing interest rates next week. It would be better if CPI was lower and definitely not going up. But I think regardless of what the feds do next week, gold is going to be reactive to however this data comes out today. That's just how it is. It's just how it is. Alright, here we go. Put a poll in, let's get the likes up. But anyone take any trades this morning? Anyone take any trades? I took some gold sells. In fact, I haven't even done a breakdown, have I? I feel like I've been looking at this chart earlier. Alright, let's start with the daily. Okay, so daily we definitely have a continuation pattern to the downside. And if, depending on CPI, we could see some further sells. So my sell target for today would be 39, so at 39.75, which is, what's that? 50, no, I'm not going to work it out. 820 pips away. 820, 830 pips away. So that's my first target for the day. So if we get a higher than expected CPI, I'm definitely expecting gold to drop, or higher than expected or as expected. So the 3.10 forecast, 39.75. 4 hour, well, if it pushes back up, then I'm just looking for gold to come back to the daily flip. But yeah, I don't know, it could leave, the daily could leave a bottom wick like these yesterday and the day before and push back up, create a support and keep pushing. But like I said, it depends on CPI. It's going to be super volatile, bring a lot of volume. So 4 hour, now this current 4 hour has broken this previous 4 hour low. I was kind of expecting it to break the low and pop. Didn't really happen. It kind of broke the low and then pushed back up. We do have a 4 hour support here at 4,032, 4,033. So in order for the sells, obviously I need this support to be broken, preferably this current 4 hour candle to close below that support and then continue selling down. So looking at the 30-minute, you can see Haroon, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? So yeah, as you can see, gold has, this is what I was talking about, where it broke the low and then pushed back up. So it also respected this 30-minute support here. It's happened a couple times. So this seems to be a decent level. Decent level. Haroon, are you ready for CPI today? He said bad choppy market. Oh man, depends on what time frame you're looking at. Depends on what time frame you're looking at. I caught these sells right here. I caught break of this low, 69 down to 54, 55. But yeah, just under 150 pips. I think that gold will range up until CPI now, or right before. So maybe the 1 o'clock candle might I think, yeah, the next candle might start dropping. We'll get a bit of movement like right before the news. I reckon that's what will happen. To be fair, you changed your name. So pound yen, I'm gonna do pound yen just because, you know, out of courtesy, you gotta do pound yen, right? But pound yen on the daily, well, it was quite bullish. It broke yesterday's high. Now we're pulling back from a 4-hour resistance. And yeah, it looks like pound yen looks like it wants to drop. Okay, so yeah, I did have a 4-hour resistance right here. I was anticipating sells from here if it was respected, and I wasn't paying attention to it. But guys, if you check the daily analysis that I do in the Discord, I look at 4-hour support and resistance levels, and I look at key 30-minute support and resistance levels as well. and those are where I'm anticipating buys and sells from majority of the time. And what I used to do back in the day in this other group is I did used to put in I used to do a recap at the end of the day. I don't really do it now, like where those levels have hit. They're very good levels, I promise you. I'm not just tooting my own horn, but the levels they hit, they do hit, and they're good for targets as well. Definitely good for targets. So I will check that out. So pound yen, yeah, I think pound yen. If gold pushes today, then GJ is gonna drop. They always do the inverse for news. Always do the inverse for news. But not really looking for anything on GJ today, just based on the structure of GJ as per usual. It's not really great. If this previous 4-hour candle had closed above, then potentially I'll be looking at some buys up. But the fact that it's respecting and it's just creating a range on the 4-hour, yeah, not happy with it. All right, gold, we're pushing up. This support is really holding. In fact, where is that? Anna, what's going on? How are you? What's going on? So yeah, the trade I took today, I was actually looking at this entry up here, but it just moved, it ran away too quick from me. So I was like, let me just wait. And this, just going to watch CPI. I feel you. I can't wait for CPI, I'm not gonna lie. So if, depending on CPI today, yeah, if gold sells, then I'm looking at 4,000. I'm looking at lower than that. I'm looking at down here 3,965. I'm looking for a big pullback, and then if price does get down here, I want to see what happens at this 4-hour support, because it's a 4-hour support. And then if it holds, I'm anticipating a push back up, because it's just, I don't think this CPI is going to change the gold trend. I don't think it's going to do that, unless it's going to push back towards the highs. And that's because there is a high probability of interest rates being dropped next week. There's a very high probability. So let's see if they even have a forecast yet, because usually they do. Okay, so yeah, if you have a look, so 4%, so right now it's 4.25%, and it's highly anticipated that it's going to drop. That is going to be very bullish for gold, very bullish for gold. So anything that happens today, if it goes against that, it's just going to be a reaction. We're going to get a reaction to the CPI, and then prices are going to continue as normal. That's what I believe. So yeah, if we drop some more, we're going to hit a key level. Let's see. And then push back up. Yeehaw. Afternoon. Good morning. Man, it looks like there's a lot of lines on here. So yeah, down here, also a daily support. This is where I think gold is going to go. If gold goes below, my next target would be 38.56. It's a long way down. It's a long way down. I mean, it's not impossible. This candle here was 2,400s. But I mean, this daily candle, 2,700 maybe if we have a massive sell-off. But yeah. Got a lot of decent levels below. Why is this one here? Oh, it goes all the way across. But yeah, if gold drops because of CPI, I want to see what it does at every level. Every level. but CPI will be a massive move. I mean, this is the first really high impact news that we've had pretty much the whole month. This government shutdown's been going on for, it's been nearly a month now, I think it's coming up to a month. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So now we just wait. We wait. Anyone else take any trades today? Rosie, how did your GJ trade do yesterday? I saw GJ pulled back big time. GJ came. This for me. I was all up for GJ buyers yesterday, but not until I saw this resistance and I was like, nah, GJ is not really trying to push. Oh yeah, GJ looks like it wants to come down some more, man. It's not really pushing up much, is it? With that white jacket, you look like a scientist. Do you know what? It does look white. It's actually grey. it's very grey, but I think the light that I have shining down on me is very bright. It's very light grey. I'm a scientist anyway. I do analysis and formulas just on candles. That's where my calculations are, on the charts. "35 minutes to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go." Yeah, the next candle, this 1 hour candle, not 1 hour candle, the 1 o'clock candle, it's gonna give us a good indication, I think. I would like if gold pushed out of this range before news. If this support holds before CPI, I think we get a push up. I do. Or if we push up to this like broken support, turn resistance, if we're here, I think we sell. That's how I used to analyze news before. Literally wherever price was before news, that's where I would take my entries from. When I was gambling news. So let's see. That was forecast the same month on month. Oh, it didn't change. Why is it not changing? So they say month on month, slightly decreased, potentially estimated to have decreased. Oh yeah, we had the PMIs already. What did the PMIs do for GJ? I wasn't really paying attention to it, you know. Oh, it shot up. We had a push up. 34 pips. Is there a bottom wick? No bottom wick. Okay, so we're creating that bottom wick now. If GJ respects this previous 4-hour low, there's a potential it could continue higher. But I don't know, man. It's selling from a 4-hour resistance. What do you reckon? I should do split screen? Split screen for the news? We can watch both pairs. Like we used to do back in the day. I feel like I haven't done that in ages. In fact, let's do a poll for CPI. Let's do that. Let's do... That's if it even drops. Well, I think we'll get some CPI today. They need it. They need it for the interest rates. There we go. All right. What do we think CPI is doing today? What do we think? Shit. Not break stuff. Do you think we're gonna get some more gold sells? Sells gonna keep on dropping. One sec. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? What's CPI doing today? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? This could potentially be the first bearish week we've had for gold in a while. Look at this. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 weeks. 9 weeks of just gold buys. Benny said gold is a sell. I mean, if this is gonna continue down like it has all week, then yeah, gold is a sell. Then but then we also don't have much of a. Now we do have a decent weekly bottom wick. We do have a decent weekly bottom wick. 500 pips. Alright, so what's this 1 hour candle doing? So we're really respecting this support. Created a support. We've had 1, 2 retests. If this candle pushes up above this support before CPI, I do think gold is going to continue bullish. I do. Because it'll be breaking the structure right before news. If it stays below here before news, like I said, retest, sells. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. Netflix. Let's go CPI. Okay, we've got some people not sure. Someone said both. Some people saying gold buys. The majority thinks gold sells and GJ buys. Okay. I'm here for it all, man. I'm here for it all. I just want to see how, for me to get into anything, I just need to see how gold reacts to any of these levels. I mean, there's a high probability I don't even take any trades after CPI. Sometimes the price action is better when there's no news. Do you know what I mean? What's GJ doing? Ooh, We're about to break this 4-hour low. Pound yen. So Rosie, you said you hit break even. That's a shame, man. That's a shame. You got in what, down? It was 23.40. Yeah, we're struggling. Once the 4-hour broke this low here, I was like, yeah, gold's coming down. Because it looked like it was going to respect this previous 4-hour resistance and then push up, but it's such a strong 4-hour closure. Sup, Smokey? I always want to say that when I see your name. Yo, you know Friday is my favorite film. Back in my stoner days. I can't handle weed these days, man. Shit. I can't handle the weed these days. It's too much for me, man. I don't know how people are smoking this weed. Winfinity, what's going on? You ready for CPI? You guys ready for CPI? Smoky cigarette. Good times, good times, good times. What are you guys thinking for CPI? For one, are we actually gonna get some CPI today? It still says tentative. Oh wait, no, that's next week. Still not feeling these little stars here. But this news definitely did pop up quite recently. It was not here this week, so it's looking promising. It's looking promising. It's looking promising. Sigrid is from Rush Hour. That is right, you're right. Smokey's from Friday. I mean, you got the same person though. Same Chris Tucker. You don't know what to expect with this news. Right, so if it's good numbers, oh yes. I'm not even gonna do the quotes from that film. I can't. I'm trying to be serious on this. I'm trying to be serious. I think that's probably one of the films I actually know word for word. Word for word. But if CPI comes out higher than expected, so it's already going up. So inflation is already increased. Because last month it was 2.9%. So they're already forecasting that inflation is increasing. If it is increasing, like typically, it would reduce the probability of the Feds reducing the interest rates next week, because they want to see lower inflation, don't they? So if it comes out higher than this, I think gold is gonna sell to hell, as Gbpjpy says. I think gold will really sell if it comes out higher than 3.1. If it comes out lower, I think gold is really gonna push. I think gold is pushing. I think we come back up to the daily flip. I think the daily flips bullish. And we respect these previous wicks down here. Because one thing with this continuation pattern, and it's mainly on the daily and the 4 hour. If it plays out too quick, or it plays out quite early in the candle, it can flip. It doesn't close, like continue in the pattern. So especially for the daily and the 4 hour time frame. So we've already broken the low. We could flip and push back up, but all depends on how this news comes out. When people ask you stuff and then don't answer, why are we doing this? Alright, Bernie Mac, my favourite comedian of all time. Oh, yeah, Bernie Mac was funny, man. Bernie Mac was funny. Definitely one of the ones that gone too soon. And GJ, so GJ's broken that 4 hour low. If GJ's starting to sell now and GJ continues to sell, gold is definitely going up. I did say I'll do a split screen for the news. I'm not going to take any cowboy trades. I won't take any cowboy trades. I used to have a separate account, like a news account, that I just have like a couple $100 in it. And it wouldn't matter if I blew that account or not, because it would just be like, you know, a couple $100. And I'll just gamble the news. Oh, that's a loud helicopter. Ooh, it's vibrating now. Alright, 15 minutes to go. We're still stuck in this range. I'm in a 2-lot buy. I'm a 2-lot buy, 2-lot sell. Nah, you're not. You're not gonna do that. There's no way. You're not gonna do that. I don't believe you're gonna do that. That would be madness. People who do that are psycho. My heart couldn't manage that. Listen, that's Raja Casino set buy stops and sell stops above the high and lows of candles right before news, and then get slipped every single time. I think the biggest loss I've seen him take was like 50k, and that's because it hit him into his buys and sells at the same time. That was crazy. The whipsaw, the spread. Do you remember? Oh man, Listen, if he was streaming this morning, if he was streaming now, I'd have that on. I'd have that on. Watching that is comedy, honestly. You remember, yeah? Madness. He's a wild boy for that. Be like, holy. Oh no. Alright, how long we got left? 11 minutes. 11 minutes. GJ's holding at this support. I think I'm gonna have to make the screen super small just so you can see the movement. Honestly, these spreads jump as well. That's how we know if the news is definitely coming. The spreads go crazy. Either way, we still have PMIs today. We still have PMIs, flash PMIs at 245, which is usually quite eventful. Alright. I really thought this 1 o'clock candle would give me a lot of information, you know. Is anyone going to trade this CPI? If so, what are you looking for? There's a gap on the daily futures chart. Oh, what? For the beginning of the day? You need fast fingers for that setup. Oh, I missed all of this. You'd smash your computer if you lost 50k. I'm thinking gold may sweep down to that. Okay. Oh, it's a lower gap. I want to see gold. If gold sells, I want to see first down to this 4-hour support, and then my target would be 39.65, which is it's pretty much near a daily support, just below the daily support from Monday the 13th and the Friday prior. Okay, so yeah, kind of looking for price to come. I'm looking for price to go a little bit further than that, but definitely down here anyway. So yeah, down to this would be like my sell targets down here. This daily support and then this 4-hour level. Right down there. Below that is yeah, it's far. I think at next level was like 38. Yeah, it'd be down here. I did draw it out. I think that was what, 2,600 pips, guys. Was it? I think it was about that. I don't know. I could do it now. No, that's how much. That's how big the daily candle would be. Yeah, look, 2,700 pips. If gold was to come all the way down. In fact, I'm gonna split the screen for the GJ traders right before news. Big move coming. Yeah, as long as that news comes, the move is definitely going to be big. We should get a lot of volume. We should, yeah. Let's put it on. Let's see. Do you know what's crazy sometimes with USD news? Sometimes GJ moves more than gold. I'm still looking for this I'm still looking for this gap to be filled on pound yen, you know. This gap right here. This gap needs filling. There's no way we can just have this massive gap on the charts and it doesn't get filled. Either CPI is going to fill it or interest rates next week. Maybe even pound. Nah, I don't even think pound interest rates would fill it, because pound inflation was this week, and there were some quick sells. They didn't last too long. That was like right here, and we caught those sells during London session. So 100 pips, and then push back up from a 4-hour support. Ooh. Alright, spreads aren't really going crazy, not yet. It's a lot of price fluctuations though. Oh, you guys ready? CPI is coming. Gold's been moving like it's been CPI every day anyway. If CPI is gonna bring a lot of volume, I can't imagine how much it's actually gonna push. Because CPI is usually like, what, 200-300 pips? That's a 30-minute candle these days. That's a stop loss. Said 1,000 pip move. Crazy. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Echo, I'm waiting until after news, at least 30 minutes. Fair. Okay, so spreads haven't really started going crazy yet. Okay, so gold's flipped bearish on the 30-minute. It's not really giving much information here. This pre-news push. Right, when am I gonna look for the news? Oh, gold is shooting up. And GJ, what? I think GJ is just spread though. Yeah, GJ is just spread. Yep. Alright, how did that news come out? What are we looking at? Oh, still waiting. Ooh, lower inflation. Oh yeah, gold should fly up. Inflation went down 3%. Oh yeah, gold's definitely. See, we respected this support. The buyers look good. Back up to the daily flip. Daily flip bullish. Ash, you're late. Usually you pop up like 3 minutes, 2 minutes before news. What's going on? So we had some bad numbers for CPI. Bad numbers. Looks like this week. Could you imagine now if this weekly candle flips bullish? Nah. There's no way. It's not gonna go up that high. 1,800 pips. That's a bit insane, isn't it? Let's go back to gold on the 4 hour. What happened? After missing my sell entry last night, I couldn't even look at gold. Yo, I took a nice sell this morning. Smokey took some buys up. Smokey caught some nice buys up. I caught some nice sells down. But yeah, gold sales were really nice today. It just kept on falling. It's been a decent day. Look, oof, 760 pips. What would have been your TP? And would you have gotten out before CPI? I presume you would have. But I presume you wouldn't have held through CPI. I didn't actually, so I had a plan for if gold sold. So I was expecting a retest of like any of these levels. I had targets, but I didn't really have a plan for buys, I'll be honest with you. And so what was your entry? I wanted 41.43, waited for the last M30 to close, but it wicked down. This happened right after 9 p.m. EST last night. So that would have been like 2 o'clock. Oh yeah, here. Oof, that would have been a real nice entry, boy. Real nice entry. Like literally at the high of the day. Yeah, GJ's gonna keep coming down. Because of this structure now, I don't have anywhere to get in, unfortunately. On the 30, maybe. I mean, looking at the 4-hour time frame, 4 hours creating a support now. If it can continue pushing up, then maybe the 4-hour flip, when the 4 hours making a top wick. So I want it to make a bottom wick, then break this previous 4-hour high, and then continue pushing up. Yeah, there we go. That would be my plan. So we got some nice higher lows right here. You see how far this candle pushes up? Beautiful, beautiful. Clean range. If this daily flips bullish, and we have this clean range up here, I think we get a good push back into maybe 4200s. Maybe 4190. In fact, you know what I haven't looked at today? I haven't looked at anything for market, as in the specific currencies. Yep, still thinking buys. I'm happy CPI push price. I wanted the 4-hour to give a continuation pattern, then sell TP. Okay, my TP for sales was way lower than that. Way lower than that. So market saying 4,000. I was looking at down here. So 4,030 first, and then 3,965 was the lowest. So about 1,000 pips. I was looking for about 1,000 pips, which, you know, gold could do 1,000 pips in an afternoon, in a session. A little 1,000 pips for NY session. Light work. So gold could do it. This is a news Friday. Listen, we haven't had one of these. I feel like we haven't had high impact news in ages. And don't forget, we still have PMIs today. We still have PMIs in just over an hour. I haven't even looked at PMIs today, to be fair. So So PMIs, what they're expecting, and that consumer and inflation report news. Oh shit, I always miss this news, you know, every time. Every time. Damn, they downgraded it to the yellow folder. No wonder I didn't even see it. I'm like blind to yellow folders. I'm blind to this. But PMIs, I think this is definitely going to have some impact today. PMIs over 50. That's typically bullish for USD, so bearish for gold. Manufacturing PMIs over a 50 forecast. That's going to be interesting. Currently up 557 on the day. You want 1,000 and I'll be happy. Okay, okay. Good job. How many trades have you taken today? I know you caught some nice buys up this morning. Wow, look at this. Look at that pullback. You know what? I try not to only the buyers. Okay, okay. You want something else this session? Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, I used to have like a monetary goal, and this came from trading funded accounts. I'd have a monetary goal because you'd obviously want to hit like a certain percentage or just whatever personal goal you wanted to have. And then I found that because I'm trying to push for that amount, I was forcing trades or I was making mistakes, and then I was just ending up further away from my goal than I wanted to be. So yeah, I had to give up on my $1,000 days, £1,000 days, £500, £200. It was tough, man. It was tough. And then trying to hold just to get to that bit, and then the trade runs back on you. It's annoying. Funded accounts warp your psychology differently. Trust me, I've been through it, man. I've been through it. Been through it. Now just take what the market gives me. I think at one point I took off when I was using MT5 before I found C Trader, which changed my life. With MT5, I just had magic keys, and I had no I didn't used to keep the profit and loss on. All I could see was the pips, just the pips. So once I hit a pip target, or my hit the pips that I was looking for, I just close, done. This is a big pullback on gold right here. 160 pips, 170 pips. Magic keys are goated. Trader's best friend right there. Yes, yes, yes. So I recently got my magic keys back. So I have actually do have physical magic keys. They're a bit busted. They're a bit busted. They've been through it. They've been through it. They're missing a couple keys. They're missing a few keys. But I use the on-screen ones. And I fucking love it. I love it. got it set up just the way I want it. Moves my stop loss, trails my stop loss how I want, closes partials how I want, stop loss to break even. It's, yeah, Magic Keys, that's the way forward. Can't lie. It just really helps with risk management. I need to try them. Yeah, you should try them. You should. You should. At one point, Raja was doing this. No idea my Magic Keys are from moving house so much. Oh shit. I know, so you have the on-screen ones, which are only like 30, like, no, they're less, about $30, so about £25, something like that, maybe a bit less. But at one point, he was doing a subscription. He was trying to charge a subscription for the on-screen Magic Keys, and I was like, absolutely not. There's no way I'm paying a monthly fee for those. That's madness. And then he came to his senses, and now it's back to a one-off payment, which it should be. Do you know what I mean? You're paying for code. But do you know what? If you have Smokey, if you have Magic Keys, if you bought the physical version, then they give you the on-screen ones for free. So all you do is just email them if they didn't give it to you, because I got my Magic Keys in 2021, so I had version 2. Yeah, just email them and say, look, oh yeah, it's free. I don't pay for the on-screen one. Yeah, so just if you still have your emails, go to your emails, find your order number, find your order, and say, look, I've got the physical version. Where's my, give me the what do you call it, the on-screen license. And then whether you're moving house, as long as it's on the same PC that you're using, you're good to go. And you can even deactivate the license and switch it over different computers as well. Yeah. So yeah, man. So I just have my Magic Keys on the screen. I can just click the button and it just does all my everything for me. You know how it works. But yeah, Magic Keys are the shit, I can't lie. Alright, now typically with news, I do like to get in on the 15-minute candle, but I'm not feeling this one at all. I'm not feeling the way it's pulled back. Not really liking the structure as well. So it kind of retested this minor 15-minute resistance to the left. Oh man, there's so much news today as well. So 2 more lots of news. I thought it was just one. Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see how this 4-hour candle closes. If I get a really strong 4-hour candle body that forms a support, then I'll be considering buys. If gold closes weak bullish, if it closes very weak bullish and the next 4-hour candle breaks the low, yeah, I'll be looking at taking some sells for the 4-hour continuation pattern. So it's a lot riding on this next 15 minutes. But this CPI, it wasn't much of a push, was it? It wasn't really much of a push. Oh, let me finish the poll. So what did GJ do? Ooh, GJ's coming back up. Yeah, this news was kind of weak. I can't lie. I expected more from CPI, especially when these candles. I mean, this candle's 330 pips. I've seen bigger 30-minute candles recently for nothing. I was expecting this to be 1,000 pip, you know, 500 pip 30-minute candle. Oh yeah, it didn't really do much at all, did it? Oh, we're coming back down. Do you have a bottom wick? Yeah, we do. Yeah, if we get a weak 4-hour candle here, a weak closure, I think the sells are still on the table. Especially look, GJ's pushing up too. PMIs are 55. Looks like pretty bad numbers though across the board for CPI. Sell strategy. In terms of sells, it really depends on how this 4-hour candle closes, right? And we're not gonna know until 5 minutes before the candle is actually closing. We're either gonna get a push up or down. If I get a very strong 4-hour candle, I might look to take some quick buys off of a break of the high. If I get a weak 4-hour bullish candle, then I'm not sure. I might have to wait for gold to close below 4050, so below this support. Yeah, just take a breakout. I'll look for a breakout. Because that is, yeah. If gold can close below here, then it'll be close to breaking this 4-hour low as well. This is the 4-hour low. Yeah. Or if this candle can create a lower high, like close below this resistance, I'll be looking at something. But yeah, it all depends. I need more information. I actually need more information. Not really any good setups right now. Facts. But it's all, anything can change. We just need candles to close. That's it. You know. Just gotta wait. Patience, right? Remember? Patience. Patience with a P-A-Y. Alright, here we go. Coming towards the end of this candle. This is where gold likes to move before the new 4-hour candle. Tap right into this resistance, didn't it? Go on, gold. Gold can close above. I like the idea of a breakout. Only thing is stop loss. Can't use previous candle low right here. It's a 300 pip previous low. No thanks. Buy gold. Nah, not yet. I want to see how this candle closes. We'll see how this candle closes first. But if this 4-hour candle doesn't give a week, if it gives me a strong candle body, then maybe some buyers. If it doesn't, then no. Bear in mind, this 4-hour candle has broken the previous 4-hour low, and we're very far from the highs. And this respected this resistance. So nah, daily candle still very bearish. So no buys just yet. Gold is chilling, man. I don't think I've seen gold move this slow in a while after news. I was expecting more movement. Oh, look at pound yen. Ooh. Pound yen pushing. Got to play the waiting game. Does anyone in here play poker? Does anyone play poker? Or know how to play? A lot of people say that playing poker is kind of like trading. Kind of like being a trader. It's all about reading people and anticipating and, you know, reading cards and probabilities. It's more about probabilities, I think, than anything. I can play, but not like a pro. Yeah, I definitely ain't going to no casino to play it. All right. 4-hour candle. I mean, it's not really decisive, is it? It's not got a strong body. The wicks are pretty even on either side. This 4-hour candle is not helping. But we're respecting that resistance, 4092. GJ still pushing, back in the 70s. So on the 15-minute, it looks like we have a decent continuation pattern to the upside. But I'm not really a fan of the 15-minute continuation pattern, to be fair. Alright, if gold can close back below this old support, then this could have been just a fake out. If we close bearish, then we've got a lower high in this downtrend structure, and I think we continue the sell down. Unfortunately, when there's news, sometimes, you know, you don't get the trades that you want because you don't get the regular price action. Do you reckon gold's gonna break this 4-hour high? So we did have a little trend line here on gold. a little trend line. On the 4 hour. We're creating higher lows, potentially. Man, 50-minute continuation pattern playing out nice. Just will it continue up? That closure above 4,075 was a change of structure. You mean like around here? The fact that it closed above this resistance? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. It's not enough for me to say yeah, gold is bullish, to be honest. Especially when the new 4-hour candles just opened. I wouldn't, nah. And then it's, even though it did close above this resistance, and it kind of looks like a double bottom on the 30-minute, I think it's already played out. At 160 pips. Yeah, see, look, the double bottom's played out. And then when it did push up, it tapped right into another 30-minute resistance, so... Change of structure on which time frame? I think they mean... I don't know, Echo, do you mean the 30-minute? Because I know you said 4,075, but that's a bit... It seems a bit high. M30. Yeah, I kind of see it. Like if I was just doing a very, like if that's the low there, and then it's broken above, then I get it. But I would need a bit more. I need a bit more. But it did, I mean, I guess you are right. It did close above this resistance here, so. It's not bad, not bad. Look, we're breaking that 4-hour high. Ooh, gold is gonna buy, isn't it? Damn. Gold is gonna push, isn't it? Nice. How big is this? Oof. 150 pips. Yeah, stop loss is just huge, man. I wouldn't have taken a trade there. I wouldn't have taken an entry there. Ooh, gold is popping though. Damn. Just came to Asian lows. Where the Asian lows at? Ooh, blasted through Asian lows. Blasted through 50 pips. Jeez. I would have been in if I had a smaller stop. Yeah. I would have been in if gold had closed above this resistance, made a decent bottom wick, and then the stop loss wasn't so big. But I wouldn't have taken, just for the fact that it's, well, remember what I was saying about the 4 hour, like making a top wick and getting in when it like breaks this high? The stop loss was just too big. The stop loss is just too big. It's mahoosive. And plus I don't like buying into a resistance. But I mean, gold has been doing that for me a lot recently. I have been, well, I sold when this support was broken, so I guess this is the same kind of idea. It was 4 hours. I didn't want to make much of a bottom wick. So let's see how this 30-minute candle closes. If it closes, if it's just pushed back into the Asia range and it closed back below, I think gold continues to sell down. This is the smallest Asian range we've had in a while. This is quite a small Asian range. 400 pips. Imagine that. Oh wow, look, the 4 hour closed above this resistance on GJ. Crazy. Wow. GJ and gold both going up. Quite a 12-minute push. Facts. You know gold. You know gold. Damn. Oof. Gold flips bullish on the daily. What did we say earlier, guys? Or I'll say we. What did I say earlier? When gold completes this continuation pattern with a lot of time left in the candle, it's like the continuation pattern plays out and then it reverses. So I mean, if this daily candle flips bullish, then we're gonna have a long bottom wick just like the 2 previous days. If it flips bullish and breaks the high, we're respecting this little support here and we're going up. I still don't have anywhere to get in. I probably wouldn't get into anything unless gold breaks 41.55. It seems like it's far away, but I mean, so much time left in the day. Still have 2 more lots of news to go. But that was I mean, if you could have caught that push right there, jeez. Only 350 pips. 350 pips in 15 minutes. This candle done the same as it did more. That candle did more than CPI. Imagine. That's what I mean. This didn't feel like a news candle. This feels like a normal candle these days. But I mean, yeah, lower CPI should be bullish for gold. It should be bullish for gold. Does it continue for the whole day? Just gotta wait it out. All this after breaking the prior day's low. I know, right? I feel like it was just a continuation pattern playing out very quick. Damn, every time I look back at gold, it's pushed another 50 pips. What a move. Oh man. Once gold breaks above 41.34, maybe even. Just don't like the structure to the left. Oh, so we're gonna retest the daily flip. That would be a good place to reject. GJ buys after this breakout. GJ. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I can't lie. I'm tempted. GJ buys look a lot cleaner than gold right now. Pretty clean range to the left. It does, doesn't it? Man, it's only 30 pips. Just over 30 pips. Like, yeah, okay, 40 pips. I don't like that this 4 hour doesn't have a bottom wick though. I don't like that. It's a 4 hour candle. We need a bottom wick. And gold has been so rangy. I mean, GJ's been so rangy. You know, it could have a big pullback before it continues back up. Let's see what gold does though. Is it gonna rain today? No, we're good. Still pushing. This is a huge candle, you know, guys. This is a really big candle. 390 pips. $390 pips is crazy. My thing for stop losses is I like to have at least a 1-to-1 risk reward. So, and I don't really want to have to reduce my lot sizes too much. So the dilemma is do I use 150 pip stop loss and hold for 150 pips, or do I just wait? Maybe this is just the top with the top wick on H4. I wouldn't mind that continuation pattern playing out. I don't, to be honest, with the way this 4-hour candle closed, I don't like it as a continuation pattern. But the good sign about it is that it did break this previous low. But I'm just in two minds about where gold is going in general, just for the fact that, look, if we connect the lows, like we've tapped into this trend line to continue up. Maybe that's as far as gold wanted to go, that we can pull it all the way. So we could still be pushing up. And then we had the daily. We've got these rejection wicks to the left as well. But I mean, gold could come back down, but we've kind of had a daily continuation pattern sort of play out already. And yeah, but we don't have much bottom wick on this 4-hour candle. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. The sells, I don't know what I need to see for the sells. If the daily can stay bearish, then I can see gold coming back down. I just got two more lots of news to go. So that could be the tipping point. The thing is, the news that's coming out is over 50, typically bullish for USD. Therefore, gold could retrace this whole push up. Gold could retrace this whole push up. Did anyone get in? I had to get out. Nah, man, this candle just took off, and no one wants a huge stop loss. Even if you use the entry candle as a stop, it's 160 pips. I mean, dropping down to the lower time frame. I mean, this 15-minute continuation pattern was nice. This probably would have been the best entry here, using entry candle low and previous candle lows, 106 pips. This probably would have been the best entry here, actually. And to, at least for the wick fill, would have been nice. 90 pips, 64 pip stop. Yeah, that was the best look. Gbpjpy. Get left without us. Gold did leave. Gold is gone. So we're just pushing at this point. Now we've closed, pretty solid close inside Asian range, but this has been happening a lot. We closed just like yesterday, close in the Asian range and then push right back out. So definitely to see how this candle closes or behaves. News in 15, but I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I'm gonna leave it here because I'm not getting into no trades until gold gets above 41.55, if it does today. And then this price action, I'm just not feeling it, which I kind of suspected would happen. News kind of throws things off a little bit. Does kind of throw things off a little bit. Look, we did tap into this resistance. If I wanted to take sells all the way back down, I don't even know what I want to see, honestly. But we've got a nice big range. I'll need a really strong resistance, and then the next candle would have to break the low to continue down, or let me take that off, or yeah, I don't even know what else I need to see for the sells. Maybe the 4 hour flipping bearish. The 4 hour candle comes down and starts to flip bearish, maybe. But how far is this support? 170 pips. Yeah, it's just, I don't like this price action. It's been nice not having news these past few weeks. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, we've just had straight price action. When you get news in the mix, you get a reaction to the news, and then you don't know what price is doing. It just kind of throws it off a bit, doesn't it? It does. I mean, we have got a nice clean range. Gold has created this nice clean range, so I'm not even mad at that. It's just how to play this range now. After such a strong push, where do I want to get in for some sells? Is it gonna sell? I need a very strong confirmation for sells. And then obviously if I do take sells now, the daily is bearish, but the 4 hour is quite bullish. So based on the structure of the 4 hour time frame, I'm not feeling the sells. I'm not feeling the sells just yet, because to me it looks like it's creating a higher low. And then even for the buyers, for me to confirm this, I need the 4 hour resistance to be broken, which is still like, what, 300 pips away. It's just, yeah, I don't know for today. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. Enjoy your Friday. Be safe out in these streets. Be safe. So we got news in 12, and then we've got minor low impact news at 3. So look out for that. And yeah, if I do get any trades, it'll probably be after both lots of news, to be fair. So yeah, we'll see. If I see anything setting up, I'll let you know in the Discord. I'm gonna go for a quick pop out. And yeah, thanks for joining and for voting and for liking the stream. Appreciate you guys. Actually, is that you pressing the hearts? I bet it's you pressing. That's funny. But yeah, guys, peace out.